Oh, hi, Sister Brandy. I just want to tell you, you don't know me. You've never known me. You don't know my favorite author. You don't know my family. You've seen my home, but you've never been inside. But you've admitted to yourself. My family, they don't want to get to know you because everything they've seen from you has been negative and degrading me and my husband and my family. So none of my family want to get to know somebody like that. And my aunt, she's seen your friend requests on Facebook. Her answers was, I'm not adding somebody who everything I've seen out of them has been harassing my niece, mean to my niece. Even the phone conversations I witnessed was even mean to my niece. And I understand what she's talking about. She goes, I know you tried to help her and you tried to be her friend. She goes, you didn't do nothing wrong because you were trying to be somebody's friend who obviously didn't respect you, she told me that it was basically being used. And after I sat and thought about it, she was right, I was being used by necklaces and bracelets and stuff and send to her. Send to Brandy. I mean, who does that? Who bases friendship on what a friend can give you? It's not about that. Being a friend is, somebody who, I have friends still yet from elementary school. I don't talk to them all the time because they have lives. They have to work. They have their own families, and I don't get to talk to them often, but when I do talk to them, it's like no time's passed. We pick right off right where we left off, and it's no big deal. And even my friends from high school still yet that I see all the time, it's like not a day's passed since last time I saw them. And it's a wonderful feeling. But every time I see them, it's great. But every time I've let Brandy back in my life, it's been a headache, and it's been harassing, not me, but my family, my nephews, my niece, and my sisters. My sisters told me when I first met her that she was trouble, that I shouldn't be friends with her because she was going to get me into trouble. And I knew Brandy didn't have that many friends in high school who really was there with her throughout high school, who done stuff with her. So I was there. I tried to do what I could, but it was never good enough. If I so much as spoke to somebody else who she didn't want me to speak to, another friend, if I made a new friend, you don't need a new friend. You've got me. What in the world would that be about? Why would somebody tell somebody like that? Maybe usually for somebody getting a new friend, it usually means that you get a new friend, not the other way around. My friend Candace, seen her the other day. She looks so good. I know her little boy Noah, he's growing up so big and so cute. He's just going to be a doll baby. He's going to be a heartbreaker. But when I seen her, it was like no time passed at all. And it was just wonderful to visit with her, just a few minutes. We only got a few minutes to talk, but it was more than worth it. And, you can ask anybody today, when you grow up and you get out of school, and you get a job and you enter the world. I mean, you really enter the world, because sometimes life does throw you curveballs. But it's how you deal with those curveballs is what makes you who you are. Like, when I got out of high school, my mom was sick. And I had to take care of her and my family and be there for them. Because that's that's what I had to do. I had to do what I had to do. My family came first, and it always will. But I was working 40 hours a week, making sure, that my cousin who was living with me, making sure that she had clothes, shoes. I was working at Walmart, so I'd find something that I thought she would like, and I'd take it home to her. Because, she was like my little sister and then my cousin. She still is. Love her to death. To this day, she is like my sister. And as for my sisters, I wouldn't trade anything for them. My sisters have dealt with Brandy, texting them, emailing them, calling me when I was in high school, and I would be so tired after working a double shift that I needed sleep. But Brandy's like, I need to talk to her now. I need to talk to her now. I know she didn't work, but at the same time, when you go do stuff for your family, you've got to let that person do that and take care of their family. All through high school, she tried to, be possessive of me, tell me who I couldn't talk to and who I couldn't be friends with, which it didn't last long. Because, at that point, I'm like, I don't need somebody in my life who's going to be telling me what to do for the rest of my life. That's not a friend. About 3 or 4 years ago, me and my husband decided that we were going to go visit Brandy because her boyfriend Sean was in. Well, we went over and stayed about 2 or 3 hours. Short visit, but I had to be home by a certain time because, like I said, I love my dad and I got to take care of him. But the whole time I was there, I hardly sat down. I was going back and forth, getting her what she needed. I'd understand if she was sick, taking care of her. I don't mind taking care of my friends when they're sick. I've been there for my friends when they were sick and they needed stuff. I've been there and I've helped out. I don't mind helping anybody out. We help anybody out that we can. Me and my husband both do. Co-workers even. Friends. Yeah, that's what we do. And it just kind of made me mad. It made my husband mad. He goes, she turned you into her maid. She goes, you were her maid the whole time that we were over there. He goes, we could have just stayed at home and you could have cleaned house and we wouldn't have had to worry about anything. At least you would have been happier at home. Because I didn't like seeing that. He goes, that's not who you are. He goes, you're not nobody's maid, and you're not to wait on somebody else who's capable of doing it for themselves. At the time, I just, brushed off, said, it's not a big deal. Maybe she wasn't feeling well, or, I was just trying to help out, try to be me, but at the same time, try and do stuff that was right. To this day, Brandy doesn't know my birthday. She probably doesn't know my favorite color, my favorite author. She may still know my favorite, probably don't know my favorite song anymore. Because I've changed a lot. But that happens when you grow up. Brandy thinks she knows me, knows about me, knows about my family. She doesn't. She wants to know. That's why she keeps talking on my social media and Facebook, and that's why she keeps stalking everything I've got, because she wants to know what's going on. I guess she's not finding out, because if so, she still wouldn't be stalking me. Because, like I said, she doesn't even know my birth date. She doesn't even know how old I am. So, some friends you ever were, if you couldn't even remember my birthday, you don't even know anything about my family life, my daily life. So much for what kind of a friend you were. But like I said, most of my friends from elementary school, from back at Hayes Lewis, still know me, still know everything about me, can still tell you my favorite color, my favorite song, my favorite book, my favorite author, without hesitating. And they can tell you how old I am too. I have a lot of friends from back in the day, from back before I moved to Perry County in 2002. They can tell you more about me than Brandy ever could. But, those people, I'm glad I have them in my life. Because they show you what true friendship is. It doesn't matter about distance and time. If you see that person, it's like no time's passed at all. Because friendship, it transcends. And being a true friend is knowing when to let that person grow and expand their horizons, and letting them to be able to take care of their family. Some people just don't understand that. But, I am who I am because of my family and because of the people, positive people around me. Anytime I've ever been around Brandy, it's all been negative. Everything negative has always come crashing down on me. Anytime I've stepped foot in her home, it's been negative energy. Because she's always been a negative person. Anytime that me and her would disagree on something, even when we were in high school, her ideal was, oh, you're different. This is different about you. She would start making fun and start trying to hurt me. And then it would be to my boyfriend at the time, and it's even continued today. Nothing has changed, even in, 15, 16 years, Most people would change about 13 years. That hasn't changed with Brandy. She still tries to make fun of people because they don't see her point of view. We're all allowed our own point of view. But at the same time, telling somebody they're wrong, you need to agree to disagree and walk off. Or say, I'll talk to you later. Or, I was always told not to lie. I don't lie because it was something I was taught at a very early age. I think I was 5 when I was taught not to lie. So I don't lie. And I wouldn't lie about anything. But I just gotta tell you the one thing that really, really irks me. She's always judged me, my family, my home. Yeah, I own my own home. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud to be third generation to be in my home. My home, I don't have to pay rent. It's mine. It's legally mine. And he can take it away. But I'm glad I have it because my life's never been easy. But you know what? It's mine. I've worked hard all my life. Even back when I was in high school, I was in the Explorers program, band, and whatever else, winter guard, track and field. I done so many extracurricular activities throughout high school. Not only that, I done volunteer work at local ambulance service, and I also worked at my sister's businesses. She owned print and wire for a long time, and all the summer I would go and print t-shirts. It was fun. It was a new learning experience, and I'm glad that I did it because it gave me a work ethic. It gave me something to push for. It gave me something to reach for. And my sister was wonderful about it. She was wonderful about being a good boss, a good person to, she wasn't too demanding, and she was just the right person who I needed in my life at that time. My sister was there with me through everything. My sisters are always behind me, 110%. No matter if we disagreed, my sisters were still there for me, and they still are. But I love my sisters, and I love my family, and I can't express how grateful I am to my family. My family knows me. My family knows everything about me. My family can tell you my favorite color, my favorite book, favorite song, what I'm into, what my favorite shows are. My family really knows me. My family even knows my birthday. And they never let up, Even on my birthday, they send me stuff. They may be, my mom may live in Tennessee now, my sister in Cumberland. But we still talk. And I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. I've had a wonderful life, and I've had a wonderful, I'm grateful for everything I've got, and I thank God for everything I've got, because without Him, it wouldn't be possible. Me and my husband are blessed beyond measures with everything we have. It may not be much, but it's ours. We've worked hard, and it paid off, like it always does.